How do? And welcome from the music house. I was going to say spook house. I have a paranormal reaction channel called Talking Paranormal with the Old Man. And there's a guy I follow on YouTube is Ryan Hall, and he's like a digital meteorologist, and he has it where he calls it the weather house. So I'm like, okay, I'm calling this the spook house. So that don't work for music, so I will call it the music house. How's that? I The Grand Old Opry has been taken, so I'll just uh, I'll just call it the music house. So how y'all doing? It's supposed to be a little bit warm this week here. We don't have central air, but the house does have air conditioners in our rooms. So hopefully, uh, oh God, excuse me. Hopefully that will, yeah, 'cause if it gets too hot, I can just go in the bedroom, turn the AC on, and watch TV. I'm good. We've been in this house for 28 years. So again, welcome. The whole idea of this channel is to introduce you to music that you may or may not have heard before. And then on the flip side, you guys introduced me to music that I've never heard before, and you guys have a few times. So, with that being said, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. And I do get emails. I don't keep track, but I do get emails about my subscribers. I just went over 200. Thank you all. And I am at 15. The 15. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly what I got here. Hold on. Not that it matters. I have 201 subscribers. Again, thank you. And 13,000 views. Again, thank you. Appreciate it. I really, really, really do. So today, this might be a band that you may or may not have heard of. The Almighty Van fucking Halen. Not Van Hagar. Now I am a Sammy Hagar fan. But I don't know. They had some good shit with the DLR, David Lee Roth. They had their first numero uno record with Sammy Hagar, the Red Rocker. So, yeah. But this one is David Lee Roth. This is the OG, the classic lineup. And this is off of their record. Oh, I'm sorry. 1984. I was looking at something else. And this is Jump. Not Mac Daddy says jump, jump. No, totally differente. This is Jump, and this was published. I'm sorry, released. Where's my mouse? It was released in December of '83. Now halfway through, I'll tell you a little story. I'll tell you a couple little stories actually. So, without any further ado, before I do that, I have to set this to this. See, I don't, like I said, I don't do editing shit. And the B side was House of Pain. Never heard of it before. Now, supposedly, off of eBay, they tried to get people. If you know how usually trying to find something like you have a record like this, okay? So this is the cover. So this would be the kid smoking a cigarette. If you turn it over, the backside is this way. Well, on 1984 is actually upside down, and everyone that I saw, oh, this is a rare record. It's a rare record, and it's worth a lot of money. No, that's how every one of those fuckers were produced. Every 1984 record had the back cover upside down, so you'd have to flip it to read it, not this way to read it. So, anyways, with that being said. Yeah, I think I did that already. So let's and now that's what I was gonna say is okay. You see all the warts and all, right? I don't edit shit. And what the fuck is that? I wasn't ready. What in the hell is that shit up there? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. I think I got rid of it. I got rid of it. So what I was saying is you see warts and all, man. I don't edit to have slick shit like this. You see all my errors. You see all my stuff that I fuck up, and it's usually a pretty big fuck up too. Yes. So, without further ado, Van Halen on the, this is live, of course, Best is Live, from their 1984 World Tour. So I don't have a date. So anyways, here's Van Halen. Not Ben Hagar, baby. Yeah, I'm ready, David. They did put on a fucking show, man. I saw them once. 3 times. What the fuck was that? Okay, so I'm going to pause this fucker twice. Okay, I've been getting comments that I pause too much. Well, you have to. It's called copyright. Okay, so depending on who you believe, David Lee Roth was let go from, either he quit or he was let go because Eddie was tired of his antics like this, doing somersaults. Remember he had those samurai swords and the fucking like scarves and shit, or band, what the fuck it was, banners and stuff. The Eddie, and it's always Eddie and Alex. Okay, if you don't know, Michael Anthony played bass. The lead singer is David Lee Roth. I'm sure you know, but in case you don't, Eddie Van Halen, rest in peace, Eddie, guitar, and his brother Alex on drums. Well, they basically ran the band, okay, and they didn't like David Lee Roth. His antics were starting to get out of hand. So depending on who you listen to, that's why he left. Or if you listen to what he said, by he I mean David Lee Roth, he said that he did not like the direction, musical direction that Van Halen was going to, mainly the keyboards. Eddie wanted to experiment with keyboards. That was the thing in the 80s, okay? So Eddie wanted to experiment, and David Lee Roth hated it. So depending on who you listen to, that's why he left the band in 80 after 84. Let's see that somersault again. There you go, David. Bang your head, bitch. Baby, how you been? To the cops. This shit's boring. When's it over? That's how it worked back in the day, man. The fucking cameras. You had to have your film developed. So I'm just gonna pause it again real fast. So when this came out, it came out December of '83. I believe I said I was in boot camp. Okay, I knew of Van Halen. Obviously, everyone knew Van Halen. I had Diver Down. I had 1 and 2. Um, I think Women and Children First. Not a big fan of that one, but I was in boot camp. Okay, I graduated March of '84. Well, we had the week before graduation, so we graduated on Friday. So that Sunday we had was called Family Day. So if you had family that flew out, I went to boot camp in San Diego. So when so my mom, my cousin, I know you don't give a shit, but my mom, rest in peace, my Aunt Linda and my cousin Craig flew out to California. Like I think they got there on Friday. It don't matter. And then they came on base at MCRD San Diego. They saw me. Well, you have Family Day, so you were able to walk through the PX and stuff like that. This song was playing, and I'm like, because you would have to agree with me, it did not sound like anything Van Halen ever put out. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then the DJ comes on and goes, that was Van Halen with Jump. I'm like, what? Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't have said what. Excuse me, what? Take something to drink. So yeah, I shouldn't have done my best Minion impersonation. Man. Ooh, doggy. So anyways, so that was my first time hearing Van Halen Jump was in San Diego. Couldn't believe it was them. Now, let's continue. Oh, I'm happy as a fucking whatever, I don't know.
Is everybody happy?
That hurt. See, that shit right there is what pissed off Eddie. Depending on who you listen to. Smile for the camera. I don't think that's even the same venue. Well, it might be. All right, yeah. What the fuck was that? Fix your audio, your level. Oh shit, did that even... Okay, I want to make sure. For some fucking reason, I don't know why, on my I use OBS Studio. For some reason, by turning it off and turning it back on the next fucking day, it loses the settings. So I don't have a mixer. I don't have this. I don't have the desktop audio coming through the soundboard. So yeah, so I didn't even check that. Last week I got like halfway through, and I'm like, fuck, I don't have no sound. So I had to redo the fucking thing. So anyways, two things. Do you remember back in the day, the local fairs and that kind of shit, where you could get these mirrors that if you spent a shitload of money and you got rings around a post or something, and you got one of these. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. And you can even see the camera. You can even see my E-Meet camera. Ooh, doggy. But yeah, that's the Van Halen mirror. I got that out of the Ionia Free Fair. The only thing free about it was the parking. Everything else cost money. God, shit. I got that in the early 80s, man. Easily early 80s. So I have seen Van Hagar. Yeah, I call it Van Hagar. Uh, 3 times. And back in 2016, I think it was, when Van Halen put out A Different Kind of Truth with a David Lee Roth. So go back a little bit on the MTV Awards. I don't watch that shit. Yeah, whatever. They were going to do, I think it was like the best of both. No, it was like a greatest hits package, and they were going to just record like 2 songs, new songs with David Lee Roth. Well, David Lee Roth thought he was back in the fucking band, and at the music awards, he pissed off Eddie to no extent. If you haven't seen it, look it up. Look it up. I might even try to find it myself and put it on our Facebook page. Oh, Eddie hated that shit. Oh, you can tell he's like, if looks could kill. Anyways, I think it was 2016. We saw them at Palace of Auburn Hills with the uh, original members, except for Mikey was not on bass. Wolfgang, Wolfie, Eddie's son, was on bass. Well, I knew they couldn't even be in the same recording studio recording. Okay, they did not get along together at all. So we saw them in February. By June, the tour was canceled because they could not get together and play nice. So, anyways, that is my Mighty Van Hagar, Van Halen story and reaction today. Hope you liked it. If you didn't, tell me in the comments. I won't fucking read them. No, I do. I read every comments. So, again, thank you for watching. Pardon me for my coughing voice. I did my famous Minion impersonation, and I shouldn't have done that impersonation because it killed my throat. Anyways, thanks for listening again, watching, whatever you guys did. Like and subscribe, please. Appreciate it. Just went over 200 subscribers and over 13,000 views, I do believe it was. Appreciate every one of you. Until we meet again. Bye-bye.